or even had a test. I should knock on wood here. I haven't been exposed.
Oh, well, of course, I was exposed because of Thanksgiving and then
Yeah.
they all came down with it. And so I had to go I had to quarantine, and then I had to get my test done
Yeah.
a number of days afterward in December. But luckily
Yeah, when you're,
it was negative, so.
oh, it's good. Well, yeah, when you're in direct contact, you have to,
Yeah.
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 Well, I've just been staying home and doing nothing. Well, I mean, I'm doing things around the house, but
That's good. That's good.
painting. I hate painting, but I've been painting.
Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn,
She's almost.
Hi.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I don't have I never had the camera thing hooked up on my computer, so
Okay.
you'll just have to imagine me looking beautiful.
Of course.
It's taking its toll.
When you look at the recording later, there's two bright white dots in the black.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I see that. It's like my eyes are glowing in the dark. It's the spirits from beyond.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like aliens looking in the window.
So how's
That's something.
everybody doing tonight?
Doing
Doing
well.
well. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Good to hear. We were just talking about our shots. I get my second one tomorrow, and Doug gets his Friday. So
Where are you going through to get them?
I went through Sparrow, and it's a drive-through, and it's at the Sears old auto maintenance building.
Right.
And it went so flawlessly. I told him how impressed I was at how organized they were and how it just was great. It just,
Good. I'm signed up for several places.
yeah, that I had done that
Yeah.
too.
I'm really trying to get my brother and sister-in-law in someplace too. They're both over 70.
Oh wow, they should have.
I know it. It's just an absolute mess. So
Wow.
I guess it was last week she came over, and I signed her up through the health department and at Meyer and through Sparrow and Walgreens and
Right.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is
McLaren too. Ingham
have to
County
wait.
too.
Yeah, you have to wait until they tell you to do it. I got a note about Rite Aid, and so I got Peggy set for her first shot over at Rite Aid on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
and I signed up with Meyer too, but
Did you sign up, Doug, directly with Rite Aid, or was that through the health department?
No, that was directly through Rite Aid.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And Meyer too,
but the
directly through.
the link I got was from the Eaton Health Department.
Oh, okay.
So, and so that's part of it, I think. Oh, it looks like we got Mike here.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Right.
And Marie.
And Marie. All right.
We need a couple more. 1, 2, 3. I think we need 7, don't we, for a quorum?
Yeah, but I don't know that we're going to decide anything tonight. So.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tape it anyway, and I did send you the minutes, and I just realized this evening you didn't forward those on.
No, I didn't.
But I don't think anybody even remembers.
I didn't look for them. I finally got Susan's correct thing though.
Oh.
But because I sent
I could have resent them.
Yeah.
Well.
We probably should do that. But anyway, so
You
yeah.
Are you in New Orleans?
Yes,
Are you in New Orleans, Doug?
I'm on Bourbon Street. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah, I see that. Everybody's inside because of the COVID.
Yeah, all the bars are closed. But
yeah,
I like to fool around with stuff. I got a green screen and stuff. So
yeah, that's cool. It looks like New Orleans in July. Nobody's there.
Yeah, it's
Looks like Carolyn Cooper's sitting under a street light or something.
Carolyn is a ghost. two white eyes there, yeah. Or,
Yeah,
or
the camera.
Mickey
fixed.
Mouse, Mickey Mouse's shorts in the dark or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we could share a little bit about what we've got going on and what we've got planned. There wasn't necessarily anything that we were going to decide tonight, but I wanted to get everybody up to date on things. So I think we might as well go ahead and get started with that. And if anybody else joins us, that's fine. I sent out, because Mike sent me a long, nice note about the exhibit. I made a copy of that and sent it out to everybody. So that's actually in the notes thing that I sent out earlier this morning. But Shirley also added to that. She had said that she was considering the October 9th, Saturday, October 9th for the home tour day, but she's got to get that narrowed down with the homeowners yet. So, but at any rate, I have to redo the slides for the city, so I just went ahead and did one for that and put that on the handout that I put in there.
Okay.
The other thing that Shirley shared was we've got Jim Mulvaney set up to do a presentation about barns in June, but he did one for another group, and the History Hounds group at the Historical Society of Michigan. And I understand that it's on tape. So who knows where we'll be at. We're going to probably put everybody's presentations, record everybody's presentations now. So, but I'm going to try to keep that in mind in case we need to substitute somebody, because Jim has already got one in the bag. I talked with Elaine. She's ready to do her presentation on the post office on March 10th. So we're going to work out exactly how to do that. We haven't exactly decided yet, but it'll be a combination, I'm sure, of it'll be mostly Zoom, I would imagine. I don't know. It's kind of iffy, very iffy, whether we could actually have anybody in the auditorium besides a few people to do a Zoom kind of thing. But we'll have to wait and see. The last time, of course, we were in the auditorium for our board meeting in October, and we were socially distanced there. But right now, that's still kind of iffy according to the guidelines. So that's the reason why I thought we better do Zoom for this meeting. And so I just was watching the television, and now they're talking about with the variant that things could get tougher again, not easier. So I've got my fingers crossed that they're wrong. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm due to give my presentation in April,
right.
and I'm immune compromised. And so unless I get some vaccinations pretty fast, I'm not going to be doing anything in April.
Okay.
Mm.
Unless it could be taped or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We probably could get it recorded. Okay.
Okay, that'd be fine. I've got a presentation that goes along with it where I did a PowerPoint. So
Yep.
if that can be it can be done and be taped, I'd be glad to do it that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll work that out. I'm sure that that's going to be a good possibility for that one too. Because I don't see anything getting really opened up much till summer now, but we'll see what happens. The other thing is that Susan did send the end of December's financials out, and we, for being shut down for an entire year, we didn't do too badly. We had enough donations to be able to cover us, and some dues payments in there as well. So we ended up, I think, on the total, $286 to the good, I think it says here.
Oh.
And and there were many years, of course, we don't end up in the black. So it was amazing
Right.
that we did this time. We are still carrying, this does not include, of course, the money that we have from the 100+ women who care. We're still holding that money. The county was ready to talk about, they were real close, talk about replacing that tree. But that's kind of on hold for the moment. But it looks like right now they're going to replace the tree possibly this year. And somebody sent me an old photograph of the courthouse right after they put the tree in, and it was really short. So I've got that in reserve in case anybody says that's short, that the tree that we're putting in is too short. Okay. They grow, for heaven's sakes, they grow. And so I have that in reserve. Also, I'm going to be updating the people at 100 Plus Women Who Care as part of Good Morning Mason next week. They have a little spot on their agenda, so I'm going to let them know that we're still holding that money for them. And they want to start doing virtual meetings again too. So we'll see. But they're not an organization, so that's the reason why, you know, they've been kind of on hold. So that's kind of where we're at there from the money standpoint. Anybody got any questions on program or money before we get to Mike talking about the exhibit? Okay, Mike, why don't you go ahead and share with us? You've definitely been busy.
I have. We've been able to get printed 14 poster kind of things like posters that we've put up in the welcome room. Informational about 14 people that come from Mason that have gone on to do some interesting, important things. And we've hung those up in the area that used to have the boxes with the hotel information right outside the auditorium. I've also hung up one of the 40-inch TVs that we had, the one that we had back in storage behind the stage.
Yep.
And we've set it up so that we can stream YouTube through that. So we've got it connected to the internet, and I've created a video presentation that plays pictures of the people, pictures of kind of that we couldn't fit within the posters that I also wanted to include. And a couple pieces of video as well related to those people. So just about done with it. I need to, tomorrow I'm going to Capital Area District Library in Lansing to pick up a bust of Orlando Barnes. He's one of the people that we're featuring. It's a stone bust. I think it's about 75% scale. And we'll highlight that along with the posters and the video screen that we have there. So lots of work was done on that, and we're almost up and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We are going to open the museum on March 6th, and I'll be telling the people that at Good Morning Mason. So just to let everybody know that that's the first time that we'll be open, will be March 6th. I think we'll just keep with our plan to just be open on Saturdays again for a while, so that we don't have, you know, because a full schedule is a little difficult, being that it's really tough to get, you know, people excited. But they are going to have, according to what I got in the email yesterday, they are going to have spring fling on May 1st.
Yeah, I saw that.
So if that is going to go through, then we'll probably be open from 9 to 3 on May 1st, and probably want the Pink School open as well. So that's kind of what we got coming up. And so I'll probably let them know that. I also am looking at a Saturday forum that I'm trying to put together, possibly for May or June, on the book series Dick and Jane. Those of us who are older kind of remember that. In my case, I remember it fondly. And so I've been doing some research on that and can put that together into a short 15-minute presentation and discussion.
There's some Dick and Jane books down at the Pink School.
I know, that's what inspired me, was the Dick and Jane book at the Pink School. Yeah. So that's why I think we might do it at the Pink School.
And you said on the first, it's 9 to 6 we'd be open?
9 to 3.
Oh, 9 to 3.
9 to 3.
Good.
Even Spring Fling downtown will only be until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I understand.
Okay.
So that's a different thing. And just so you know, just to kind of give you the picture and the lay of the land, we'll be at the museums, so there won't be any need for us to have a booth down there. but the booth space is going to be twice as much, just so you know that. And they're going to space people out. So in other words, you're paying twice as much in order to be able to have a booth empty next to you.
Less people. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're working on a way to space it all out. Also, of course, anybody who had been in the same spot will never be in the same spot anymore. So because of the spacing. So it
Right.
should be interesting. I'm sure the crafters are going to be, interested that they're going to have to be paying $125 for a spot, 10 by 10 spot that they've normally paid $60 for. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you're not in charge of that this year?
I went through one recession at the chamber. I'm glad I'm not going through this one. This one's even tougher because of the pandemic, and they had to lay off one person and at the office, and then only be open by appointment. So it's been rough. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm not there anymore. My timing was good, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Doug, we're going to begin opening March 6th on Saturday only. And what were the hours? On regular Saturday.
1 to 3. 1 to 3.
1 to 3 is regular. Okay, just like
Yeah.
before. Okay.
Yeah, I think in the last newsletter, and of course, we're working on a new newsletter right now, and I'll include that stuff, Mike, about Jackson giving us all that good stuff and give them credit.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
But I think that in there, I put that we were going to be open again, hopefully in March. So, yeah, says somewhere in there about that. At any rate, so we'll be putting that together. We'll probably be doing like we did the last one, doing a newsletter that can be sent out by email, and then we'll have copies at the museum for people if they want to pick them up. I don't see any, and I don't think it's a good idea to be sending out a mass mailing at this point, but I think that we might want to do that though for the next newsletter when that comes up in June. So. Let's see. So that was a little bit about the newsletter. If I need stuff for the newsletter, Mike, would it be okay if I just steal some of your stuff that you've been putting on Facebook through the years?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Please do.
Because I think that might be a good thing to pique some people's interest. So, and then we can tease it in Facebook. That was what I was thinking, because you were talking about teasing the exhibit in Facebook, and I think we could do that. Now I've continued the history hunts on Facebook. If people haven't looked at it, we had one member already win a gift certificate for one of the history hunts, and we had another person come close. They missed the Russian nesting dolls on the toys, so they came real close. And then we got a new member to join. Okay, Scott Predmore. Because he just won one of the history hunts just recently. So the one we had last week was cars, and this one that I put up now is license plates. So if you've got other ideas, I mean, I've coming up now with about 18 ideas, but if you got other ideas, let me know that we could use for those things. The idea is, of course, to try to get people interested in joining the society. So on Facebook. So they seem to be working okay.
Once we're able to open again, maybe it would be a good idea to kind of gamify stuff that's within the museum.
Yeah. Shirley originally suggested that we take some things like some of the implements, and I did find some farm implements and kitchen implements online that I could use, but we might want to try to draw some people into the museum. I think I responded to somebody on Facebook today saying that the museum is going to be open on March 6th. So we can start talking to people about that and maybe find some things in there that we could have has kind of a history hunt. But, Carolyn did a great job on taking those pictures of some of the architectural things. And I think I did 2 history hunts on that, Carolyn. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, that was good. And then Shirley had mentioned something about on one of the Facebook posts about, she said to somebody, do you remember when we did a hat day at the museum? And of course, that was not, if it was during my time, I don't remember it. But that got me thinking, and so I did one on hats. So,
Well, there you go.
yeah, we did one on hats, one on cars, and one on toys. That was good. Yeah. Oh, I got the next one coming up, by the way, is on playground equipment.
Oh, you mean all the dangerous things that we never
right.
got hurt on, but now
Yeah,
That's
been
right.
removed from every playground in America?
That's right.
yeah.
Things that were designed to injure baby boomer kids. Yeah, that's what they were designed to do. You got to remember that we had too many kids at the time, and so this was a way to cull the herd. But yeah, as I was telling Peggy, I said, you know, we had asphalt and concrete underneath these
Yeah.
bars. You know, it was amazing. We survived.
Yeah, we can say we're survivors, see?
That's right. That's right. So that one's coming out this next weekend. So, anything else? People got anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, I'm going to take we've been recording this through Zoom, so I'm going to take the recording of this and make that available to everybody so they can see what we talked about. And, you know, then we'll kind of go from there. I don't think that we need to do any motions or approvals or anything because this is more informal this time, but we probably can get back to that next month. We'll probably be doing it this way next month too. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
we thought the optimists were going to be able to have a, half in person, half Zoom, but
Hmm.
I don't think they're ready yet.
Well, that's what we're looking at for the service
The
club.
extra.
Yeah, we had, that's what we're looking at for the service clubs. I know the Rotary was trying to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that, you know, even if they have in-person meetings in the future, they might continue to keep Zoom for people who can't be there.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, you know, the Lions Club did have a mini spreader event on Veterans Day. We had one person come down with COVID and then pass away, Ivan Kerr.
Oh my.
And
Oh.
he was at one of our tables with too many people. And then we had another person come down with COVID, who was at another table with too many people.
Oh, boy.
So we just have to keep in mind that, you know, when people, you know, disregard the suggestions or the rules or whatever, it does put everybody at risk. So
Yeah,
I was glad I was on the other side of the room.
yeah.
But I had complained to our president, but yeah, the service clubs, you know, we're working at Lions Club. We're working on a fundraiser type of thing. That's the reason why they'll probably have a booth at Spring Fling. But that's what I got. I'll be talking at Good Morning Mason. If you want to tune in, you can do that. Go to masonchamber.org and they'll have the information about that. It's the 25th anniversary of Good Morning Mason coming up next week.
What date is that?
I think it's the 23rd. It's the Thursday.
Next Thursday.
25th.
25th. Okay. And yeah, but it's at 7 in the morning, 7:15 in the morning. So
I'm used to early morning meetings. Our meetings start at 6:30.
oh, I know. Yeah, you optimists are.
We're optimistic.
Definitely true.
We get everything done early and have a great day.
Okie dokie. I guess that's it. That's about it. Anybody else got anything else? Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. And
Good.
I'll maybe see you around the museum beginning on the 6th.
Yeah. It's good to see you all.
Yep, you too.
Yep.
I gotta
Have a
go
good
back. I gotta go back and get a hurricane here on. Oh no, the bars are closed. Oh, the bars are closed. Darn it.
Oh, darn.
Just hadn't better come back with any beads around your neck or we know.
Yeah. Yeah, throw me some beads, mister. Yeah. Well, thanks, everybody.
Okay. Good night.
Right.
Good night.